Welcome back to the WPF Battleship desktop application series. Last time we actually did quite a few things. We, I have to say, almost have the main menu page done with all of its extra controls. I think we were doing some logic and we had the application running, but I think that there was some type of error that we still haven't or something wasn't working, so I'm just gonna start up the application, see what that issue was, because I don't really remember since it was a week ago. Um, so yeah, it was this button that it's not enabled. So and I already had a breakpoint here, so yeah, when I'm writing here, it's not checking that if we can execute this button. So either yeah, so right here, this is important. We need to add this attribute of connect to server command. So we need to add this, and we also have to check in the control when we type. Yes, um, username text block. So right now this statement can execute or whatever here, can connect to server will be called if this value changes, but um, it only gets notified when we press the enter key, when we're typing and then we press enter. So we don't want that. We want to update as we type. So what we need to do is call update source trigger, and then we'll say property changed. So now we'll uh, update this property with every hit of the keyboard. So let's check this out, and now we should be able to get this button to be enabled. So let's get rid of that breakpoint, and yes, here we go. Now the button is enabled. We can connect to the server. Let's create another instance. Debug. Start without debugging. Have another one, so let's call this Q. Alright, here we go. So we got so now Q wants to challenge. Okay, so this isn't enabled yet. So yeah, that's the next thing we have to do, which is we are calling though this update. And okay, so I'm guessing this opponent is not getting set when we select selected value, but it should. Sorry, something else. Selected item. Maybe it's selected item. Let's try that. Opponent. Yeah. Let's try this value and restart the application. Because we have a list of the users, and then when we select an item, opponent, here we go, that looks better, that looks better. Can challenge. Okay. Let's sign in again. And Let's create another instance. Yeah, this is kind of annoying, so if anybody has like a shortcut, you know, that where you can spawn two instances of the application at once without, you know, doing the right click and then selecting, that would be great. Alright, so connect, and let's challenge. Damn it. So, I don't know, let me think. Okay. So, we're trying to update this can challenge button. So what we need to do is have the selected value in opponent. And the problem with that is we're binding to the users list here, since we've added this control like the rest of them, and for all of these we've just bounded straight to the view model. But here we've selected the user, so we should actually do it just like the rest, you know, just bind to the view model. So this is the main menu view model, and then inside of the users list control, here we bind to the users, and then we bind to the opponent. So this should work now. So let's just enter a crazy name, and then if we, did I have a breakpoint? No. Hopefully we'll hit this breakpoint now if I select my own name, and yes. So opponent is not null, but we still won't be able to, you know, challenge because the selected name is myself, so I can't do that. So now let's add another instance. Let's add a new name. And let's challenge. And here we go. And now we have an exception. Interesting. So let's try that again. Let's add a user and new instance. Okay, this way it works. Oh no. And we have an exception. Unable to read. Connection was closed. Okay. Okay, so what's the issue now? challenge a player, we broadcast. And then man, we're starting a big debugging session now. I don't, because I really have no idea what's going on right now. So let's connect him and let's challenge that person first. Okay. Alright, so this. So what's happening here is it looks like we're trying to access the property opponent right here from another thread. So this property is on the main thread, so the UI thread. This is actually similar to this problem right here, the observable collection. You know, that's where we had to do the binding operations, enable collection synchronization thing. And we have to do something similar to this because we are accessing this property on another thread. So we'll have to do this like this: application dot current and then we'll do dispatcher dot invoke. No, let's do begin invoke, and then we'll do a lambda expression. Put that in here and close it. Alright. Hopefully this will work now. Sign in. Open up another instance. We've been doing 15 minutes of debugging so far. Hopefully it's we'll get out these issues right now. Okay, so challenge. Okay, has challenged you. Okay, so we need to change the UI because we've challenged somebody. I'm gonna need to do some type of overlay so that we know that we can't select or challenge anybody else while we're waiting. So that's something we have to do, and then on the other side we have to accept and deny, because right now, yeah, we're not doing either. So yeah, let's do that. This is working. First we'll do the overlay, when we're waiting for something to happen, waiting for an answer. And for that, I would say we just should we make another control? Oh, challenge control. No, let's just add that to the challenge control. We'll just change out the text, I think. We'll do something like this. Text block, text, waiting for, and then whatever the name is. Actually, you know what? We'll make another control, because yeah, we're waiting, so it's only going to be a text, but when we receive an answer, like, well, if the person accepts, then we move on to a new page. But if he denies, then we'll get a message for that. So, and then also a button to say just to accept that, that the other person has denied. So let's do a new control, and we're just going to copy the challenge, accept challenge control. Let's do that, and then we'll call it it's called waiting challenge control. Waiting F7 waiting yeah, and then we'll do again 2 rows. We'll keep that the same, and then this text block, we'll say waiting for reply. This won't be bold. This will just be the standard text. And then below it, no, actually we'll just make that text. Waiting for reply. And then we'll say visibility. We'll have to bind this to a new property, and we'll call it waiting for challenge answer. We'll use the converter, which was local bool to visibility converter. And then we'll have another text block, which will be here. When the opponent, denies, has denied challenge. And then we'll say visibility Oh, sorry. Visibility binding. Let's make another property. Deny challenge. Converter. Local. Pull to visibility converter. Okay, so now we got two texts. Waiting for challenge answer and deny challenge. Copy that in here. Okay, and then we'll have one more button so we can get rid of the stack panel. And this will be in grid dot row 1. This will be just an OK button. OK. And OK command. Alright, so now we have two more properties and one more command that we have to implement. So let's do the command, the OK command. We'll just copy this empty one right here, rename it, and we'll say OK. Make that two properties, which will be two booleans. One's going to be waiting, lowercase, and then the other is denied challenge. Okay, so waiting, we'll set that to true when we challenge a player. So challenge by player, no. So here we'll say waiting for a challenge answer. We'll say that to true. Let's put it on the bottom. And when we say OK, I don't know yet what we're going to do for OK, but definitely waiting, so waiting for challenge answer will be false. Actually, when we get the deny message from the server, we'll already know that we're not waiting anymore. Okay, so let's actually do the deny and accept commands. So on accept, we'll have to make a new model. So let's copy this one and let's say challenge answer message and this the same. We'll just add a new parameter, which will be accept. Accept. Set. Properties. Constructor. And here we'll add this setting them. Okay, that looks good. Let's close that. Let's go back to the main menu view model, and then we'll say, hey, var message. And we'll say JSON serializer. Serialize a new challenge answer message, and we'll pass in the opponent dot name, the username, and we'll say true. And then we'll have to send the message. Say client to server dot create and send packet OP codes. I have to make a new code, yeah. So let's call it challenge answer. And then we'll pass in the message. And now we have to go to the client. We'll have to add a new case. Copy this one. Answer. And then we'll have to say broadcast challenge answer. Yeah, that looks okay. And then for the answer, it's going to be similar to the broadcast challenge. Just going to copy this right here. And challenge answer. Answer. actually gonna put some console output. Right line. So challenge. Oh, message challenger dot name. Oh. Okay, no, that's actually the name now. Has challenged defender. Oh no. No, defender dot name. Yeah. Let's use that same one here. If message dot accept is true, and then else so I'm the defender in this case, and then yeah, I say true, I accept. Okay, so it comes in as the defender has accepted challenge. And then I will do denied. Okay. So here we're here we're looking for the challenger to, because this is a reply to the challenge message. Okay, so challenger challenger challenge answer. Yeah, it's a little bit confusing, but yeah, that's how it is. Okay, so if I say accept, this is true, this is the message is received by the client, then we have to broadcast the message, which we end up in here, broadcast challenge answer, then we find the challenger, and then we notify the challenger of our challenge answer of our message, and then we have some console output. Okay, and now back here in our application, we also have to add a new case of challenge answer, because now the challenger receives the answer, which will be challenge answer, player action. So this will be challenge answer action to make a new action. Answer action, and then in the main view model and the constructor, copy paste answer challenge answer, create a new method, cut it out, put it right here, and now we can handle the answer. But before we do this, let's do the other side. I mean, this is going to be pretty easy. Just copy paste this. So deny, all we have to do is say false here, and the rest is already done. So now we can handle the answers right here. Alright, so when we get the answer, we are waiting for challenge answer. So this is going to be false. We're not waiting anymore. And let's we have to deserialize the message. JSON serializer dot deserialize challenge answer, and then the message. So if message dot accept is true, and then else. Got two cases. So if it's true, then what we can do is, well, we already know the opponent, but maybe we can just in case, set the opponent first, or default user dot name equals message defender. Yep, that's right. Okay, and yeah, then we have to do to do switch page, and let's put this down at the bottom. I'm not really sure if we have to do anything here. Okay, so far. Let's just see. Let's just go through it real quick. So I'm kind of lost also right now. What we can still add. Actually, I'm gonna stop it because I know that we haven't added the waiting challenge control. So denied challenge. Oh, we still have a denied challenge. Okay, so denied challenge, and this will be true. Okay, okay. So the opponent, yes, perfect. And here we can just say, hey, denied challenge, that will be false. And yeah. So local so waiting challenge control, and then we'll say grid.row 1 data context. It's going to be like everything else, just binding, and then visibility waiting. Let's check this control. What are we using the waiting flag for? Oh no, we're using that already. So waiting for reply. But even if we get a denied challenge, I still want this to be visible, so we need another property. Geez, alright, let's call this open. Alright, we just have an open challenge, I guess. I don't know. Converter. Local. So we need a new property. Open challenge. And when is this true? This will be true when I'm waiting for a challenge. So this is actually when I challenge somebody. So here I'm going to say open challenge is true. Oh, that's already false, yeah. Okay, let's just run it, see if there's anything else left that we need to. We have an arrow. Okay. Okay. Forgot to close the tag. Okay, also let's open up another one. This would be just great if it all just works, because it is a little bit confusing, you know, having two separate applications, and then also the server which has to handle all these messages that we're sending back and forth. So yeah. Okay, this person challenges him. Ooh, okay, so that's wrong. I forgot to set the flag open challenge equals true. Um, but why did this OK button pop up? The OK button is in the waiting challenge control, and it's saying now that open challenge is true, but it should only be true for the challenger, not the defender. Challenged by player. Let's check out what's happening. Ah, okay, so this is false for sure. Okay. This is actually... I should have said challenged, not open challenge, challenged. Okay, so let's restart it. So player 1. Debug, start without. Player 2. Okay, come on. Let's choose player 1, challenge. Oh, waiting for a reply. That's good. I like it. But do I want this button? I don't know. Whatever. Okay, has challenged you. Alright, so let's deny this challenge. Okay, and opponent has denied challenge. Alright, that looks good. Okay. So when I press OK, okay, there's a couple things. So when I press deny, I should go back to the starting off control, which is the first one, the challenge, you know, where I can pick a person to challenge. So this is true. Okay. And I shouldn't be able to change these either. And on the other side, of course, when it says waiting for, this button shouldn't be visible. And then, of course, when I press this button, it should also return to the starting off page, like the first control after you sign in. Hold on, I'll show real quick. So yeah, after clicking deny and OK, I should return to the challenge control. So which is this right here. Yeah, this. Okay. So that should solve that. And when I press OK, um, this should not be, this whole control is not allowed to be visible after I press OK, which is gonna be, which flag? Open challenge. So yeah, open challenge is also gonna be false. Yes, and when I deny, so the challenged flag should also be false. Alright. And then let's also just, for the list view, let's place an invisible border over it so you can't, you change the opponent name, make it click, so make it unclickable, when you're getting challenged. So we'll say background transparent, and then with a visibility of binding open, no, say challenged converter local bool to visibility converter. Okay. Alright. Player 1. Let's connect. Player 2 connect. Okay, so player 1 challenge player 1. Okay, now I'm waiting for a reply. That's good. Okay, I can still change it here, but yeah, I can't change this here, so this won't update. So when I press deny, yes, we're back here. Opponent has denied challenge. Okay, and we're back. Perfect. And now we can, challenge again. Deny. Alright, that looks good. Yeah, I mean, unfortunately this is already almost an hour long. Did a whole lot of debugging, so I'm just gonna stop this video here. Yeah, so next time we will either finish, we'll probably just finish this, this first page, because after that then we'll move on. Yeah, next time we'll finish this page. That means we'll do a little bit of tweaking here and there. We're gonna do a little bit of styling. We're gonna make a custom, make this list box custom. We'll make each of these items, we'll style these too. And yeah, that'll be the next video. And we'll just finish up this page, make it look cleaner, make it nicer, and yeah, after that, then we've spent three sessions on this page, and then we'll move on and we'll create the game grid, for the actual game. So yeah, thanks for joining me. If you like my videos, just subscribe, and you get notified for my future videos, which I hope to do weekly. And it's for free, so just do it. It would help me out a lot. and motivates me to keep going. Here also we've got some output that we've created, so we can see what the server is reading here. So here we can see that the player 2 challenged player 1, and yeah. So yeah, thank you for joining me, and see you next time. Bye.